Let's see if everything is rolling along here on a Friday. Peace and love, everybody. I'm waiting to check the audio. Oh, it is working. Hot damn, it is working. Peace and love, everybody. It's Friday night. It's Friday night here on the Tube of You, and there are shows this evening. There are some shows this evening that are listed there down in that tonight's featured live streams block there on the screen. There's starting off at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It is going to be Mr. Smith with the Friday live drums and music over there. Then at 10 p.m. Eastern time, it is going to be the weekend warm-up with Pole Vault and Sunshine Archer. Everybody heads over there for a couple hours. Then when that's done, they head over to Lori's Mishmash for the Friday night hang. All sorts of independent musicians are over there. And then at 2 a.m., Gary Hubbs goes live as the Parking Lot Warrior, bringing you live music, playing that bass out there, just singing it and bringing it. And then it's the Midnight Chill on the Leela-verse at 3:15 a.m. Eastern Time. All these links are in the description of this video. Please make sure you are supporting all these independent musicians and their shows. If you're like me and you're gonna be home anyway, you're not going out. I mean, I'm not going out on a Friday night. It's not what I do. I stay here. I'm doing this. Is that Wes Plays Music I see out there? I think it is. Cheers, Wes. Just trying to relax. No sunset. I'm a little bit, I've had such a good week of sunsets, and today's cloudy, so. Relax. All is well. All is well. We're getting there. I'm really easy going right now, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm not manic. I'll get manic when after the beans, and once I come up, then I'll get manic. That's kind of my thing. That's what I'll do. Let's see. Let me turn this off and beans. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting stoned, and if you join me, I won't be alone. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting high, coffee with Wes. Yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are around the world. I hope you are having a fantastic freaking day. It is Friday. It is Friday here at the Cult of Wes, at Coffee with Wes, whatever this show is. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. And no, we have clouds. We're not going to see a pretty sunset, I don't believe. It doesn't seem that way. Maybe things will change. Maybe some of this will blow through. We're going to be getting rain. It's supposed to be raining by now. That's why I've got the, not with the camera out in the yard. The camera's on the front porch. But the sun would normally be, well, the sun would be about here, making its way down slowly. But I'm not going to worry about it. We're still going to look to that direction and feel good and be positive about the day and the weekend ahead. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love to everybody out there. Peace and love to Wes Plays Music. Wes Plays Music. Phenomenal musician. Last week on the Love, Art, and Music, he was the special guest. It was great. He's just so talented, and he's put all the time in for it. Normally on Saturdays, he goes live, and it's going to be about 11 o'clock, but I'm uncertain he may take this weekend off. You'll need to make sure you're connected and ring the notification bell so you'll get those notifications. Ty, man, peace and love. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody out there is looking forward to something this weekend. Do you have any good plans? Are there fun things going on? Are there interesting things? I know there's plenty of stuff going on YouTube. So if you were looking to watch something, I know there's a ton of things going on out there, such as Richard of Carver. Peace and love, Richard. Peace and love. Good to see you. I tell you, I was watching Richard of Carver last night. He goes live every night. He goes live every night playing music, doing a vertical live. And I like that setup that you do with the he takes requests, and if it's one that he doesn't know, he adds it to his list for the next time and all that. But as people are out there, he's got a looper, and you don't notice at first unless you're really paying attention. But he'll go through the song, get to that point where he'll then hit that looper, be playing the chord progression along there, and then he just goes lead for a couple times through the chord progression that the song goes to. Really impressive, and then brings it back to close the song out. Loved that show. You were doing a great job. Just fantastic. You got a great crowd, great performance going on with that vertical live. Keep doing that, man. You are winning. You are hitting it there. That is fantastic. I love seeing that. Speaking of people that are doing well with their vertical lives, everybody knows Scotty Butters is kicking ass. Scotty Butters is just he's past 11. He's cranking it out there. Lamo, it's the love of my life out there. Oh, I love you. But no, the Stephen Blum, he's the CTO at a software company. He does these vertical lives that are supposed to be programming. It's supposed to be computer programming, and there were at one point I saw 190, 92 or something like that in the chat. It's rolling through, and the neat thing is, it's supposed to be Python basics. For those that don't know coding, Python is a programming language. And it's supposed to be going over that. But the success of that and why that chat is so full becomes apparent once you start watching the chat. Everybody out there is either already a coder who can't find a job, or there's somebody, I mean, a good portion of it, or there are people who are wanting to just get into coding, in school looking for work, that sort of situation. Allison, cheers, peace and love. I hope you're having a good one, Allison. And so there's a lot of asking if there's job openings at his company. He's the chief technology officer at his company, and he shares his website. He talks. There's a lot of success that he has had, and he does showcase that. So it's a lot of people wanting to stick around, and because you don't really learn a lot during these lives. There is very little coding going on. There may be a moment or two where he runs some sort of piece. He may say a fact about Python, but the entire chat, the entire show, is talking to the people in the chat, responding to all those people in the chat. People asking what technologies are the ones that I should best use to stay, ahead. Are there companies hiring? I'm having a hard time. What do you suggest I learn? So it's more people looking for work, and that is a little bit worrisome. That is a little bit worrisome because you look at the jobs that he has available on his company, and they're all senior engineers. They're all the gurus, the people that have to be able to maintain a project and have to be able to trace through the code. Now this course, and I put that in quotes, because again, it's really just keeping active with the chat. He does a great job with it. He is nonstop with that program. He's talking to everybody. He's bouncing around to everywhere. Runs the stream really great. Has so many people in there, and with the jobs, because AI is one of those things that I have looked at. I've done some tests with AI with coding, with writing code. It's like the perfect junior coder, somebody that you can say, hey, I need a routine that I pass this and this to, and it's got to give me this result, and they'll take the time to write it. Well, AI can give you that in just seconds. AI in just seconds can give you so many, just hundreds and hundreds of lines of code, and mostly it works. Oji-san, peace and love. Oji-san put out a video today. He ought to drop the link for it so everybody can come over and see. Talking about his favorite painting, and I love that video was really well put together, Oji-san. When it kicked off into that other song and the music there, really good editing, really nice job. The painting is amazing, but being a guy that looks at videos, being a guy that watches all those sort of things and tries that, I really like the quality on that video. Really nice job with that. But I'm wondering how many other industries are there. And I had thought about, because I'm a coder. I'm one of those that's a project manager. I don't want to do that at all. But I think presenting yourself, I don't think I'd even need to prove anything when it comes to abilities, because so many people. There we go. There's the link. There's the link, OG. He dropped a video. It's I think it's under 5 minutes. Please, if you have a chance, get over there and take a look at Oji-san's video. It's about his favorite painting that he had done. I love the way that looks. Kind of the metamorphosis of it. I love the starkness of the version you hated, that first one. The first version, the first coat, I guess. The first painting that it then morphed into. Really nice. That's something that I find really fascinating about Oji-san's paintings. They always change. He'll paint it. Here we go. Here's a painting, and then no, this thing is not done. I've got to make it different. And then he paints and continues on, keeping some of the elements that he liked, bringing it. Sometimes he completely changes it. Sometimes it's completely a new painting the next time. But there are paintings that have so many different stages, and in my opinion, several of those stages are just, well, that's just a good painting. That's just a good painting right there. And then you paint it over that. That always, I find that interesting, because I don't know that I'd paint over. But I love those. I love those. He's got some really, they're intense, just like camping. They're intense pieces. They have so much in them. Allie has all this detail added to hers. His have all this detail in there. Allie's been doing work with gouache, which is in between watercolor and acrylics. And Oji-san, this other one was started with oils and then on to acrylics. He mixes mediums on these things. He's got so many of them out there. I just love that work. Yes, that joke. I want to give, when I said they were intense, just like camping, I have to give credit where credit is due. That is Allie's line. That is Allie's line. I can't take credit for it. That's hers, and I like to repeat it, because I love her, and I like to make her feel loved and special and remembered and listened to and thought of. That's what you want. That's what you want in a partner. You know, Steve, a friend of mine, he does a relationship podcast with his girlfriend, Azura. And they say active listening, making sure that your partner knows. For those of you that don't know, Azura and Steve, the relationship podcast, that's on Thursday evenings. Thursday evenings at 9 p.m. It was, I loved it last night. I absolutely loved it. We're going to be watching that again tonight over on Allie's channel, I believe. It's not scheduled yet, but there'll be a Watch Us Watch Azura's. We're going to watch the show from last night, because it's improv. And other than the times that I just break down during the show. I don't know. Well, I'm sure people can hear me. There's moments that I just start busting laughing because of something that she has done or said, and I would be, if it was us on video, I would end up looking like Bill Hader in SNL, just losing it, looking at Fred Armstead, just dying in these sketches. John H. Shelton, peace and love, Mr. Shelton TV. Hashtag awesome out there. I should have mentioned that. You can use hashtag awesome like Mr. Shelton TV just did out there, and that causes Nightbot to drop the link. It dropped the link for his channel. If you are a content creator and you want to drop your link so others can get connected to you, hashtag awesome. Hashtag AWESOME. You can't spell awesome without Wes. That's the way you can get your link dropped out there. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well out there, John. It's a rainy day here. I was hoping, Bud Files, peace and love to the Bud Files. I was hoping for another sunset because we have had such a great week of sunsets, but today is cloudy. And I think it's supposed to have been raining by now. You can see from the trees here, we've got some wind kicking up and everything. But it's going to end up snowing tonight, but tomorrow will be 40-something, so it'll end up melting. We got cold weather coming. It's winter, so that's just the way it's going to be. Been listening to Judas Priest all week. Bum 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 bum. We used to do in one of the bad bands I was in, Living After Midnight. That was one of them. I love playing Breaking the Law. I get picked up on that for copyright every time I do. I haven't found a way to do it that's unique, because those are such great riffs on that song. So as I was saying about that coding page, where he's having, and it really to me, all these coders have the same story. They're not even getting interviews. There's so many people applying for the jobs now. There's so many people, and I see people that are listening out there that they're applying, but they really have no experience. They're asking for internships just so they can get experience on a resume and everything along those lines. And now that AI is able to do what junior coders can do, and to be honest, a lot of guys, there's a whole lot of coders that really aren't programmers. They aren't system architects. They're not engineers. They understand some of the basics. They can set stuff up. Maybe they do UX design, the interface and things along those lines. But when it comes deep down to it, they don't know exactly how things are running. Codeine, no, coders. Codeine, ing, ing, coding, ing, coding. I'll say it that way to make it. It's not codeine, everybody. Not codeine, the elixir of life. It is it's coding in Python. It used to be the way. 90s were the 90s were the halcyon days. They were the, oh my God, you could write your own ticket in this country if you could code. There was, and I just, I hate, well, no, I don't hate myself. That's a harsh term. I never, and it's one of those things. I look at life and I like where I'm at now. I could be a lot better off. But if the other things that had happened had worked out, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. Oh, we've got some gusts of wind coming up here. This, let's see what happens over here to the thing. Now, there's a big problem. In the 90s, you could just get a job. You could get a job, and all the people coming out of college, none of them have any experience because they were taught to use mainframes because the colleges had not hired people to actually teach any of the stuff. to be good. Oh, the 90s. You know, that there were some, not only did I have, still some, I had youth. Oh my God, youth. That's gone. Uh, had ambition, had drive. I still have the ambition and the drive. The youth is all shot to hell though. So, it is what it is. But it doesn't look good for the computer programming sector, because already it was full of 80% guys that could just barely kind of do it, that were seat warmers that would do the jobs that now, and it would take them hours to put together the functions they were asked to supply, the library, the kit, whatever it was that they needed to do. And now you can just kind of let ChatGPT or Gemini. Google's Gemini is what this guy's company uses. You can just use that, and it will give you so much running code. And but the thing is, you have to be able to debug it if there's a problem. You have to understand what that code is doing. And there's so many people that have no idea. And the ones that they call it vibe coding. They call it vibe coding, where you're not actually writing code. You just, hey Gemini, I need a website. It needs to have this. And can you change it to have this? And can you add this? And then when there's a problem, they don't know a damn thing about how to, and it won't compile, it won't run. It's there's a lot going on in the programming industry, in the computer industry right now, but ChatGPT is so much now. I've things that I've needed to do, pulling data out of the member list and other things along those lines. Yes, I could sit there and I could write the code to pull in the document, address it using Google services, pull the fields that I need, validate the data that's there, figure out. It's just quicker to type it out in a paragraph and say, hey, can you do this for me, ChatGPT? Oh, yeah, I'd be glad to. Boom. And then would you like to enhance it with this or this or this? It really is a fantastic assistant when it comes to coding. It really is something nice. But it's another area where a lot of people are getting put out. And it's interesting. It's I think that the quantum, I think once we're able to get quantum and we're able to meld that, then we're looking at something real. The large language models, which they use, can end up giving you, because they're not saying, oh, this is a logic, this is a math thing, I've got to look at math rules. It's just language, it's just percentages, and so it comes back sometimes with some bad stuff. The stuff that's designed for code, that always looks good. I'm very happy with that. I know how I can fool it. If you've got something that's got to be some sort of multiple nested loops within something in order to solve an equation, that you can throw it off pretty easy. But yeah, I don't know. Exactly. You can test for an hour or ChatGPT, and we're in a capitalist society. Businesses, I can't fault businesses for doing that. Everything is competitive. You are beholden to your shareholders. If you've got to do what's right, and that technology is there, so you kind of have to. It is displacing people, and I don't know where those people end up. I don't know where any of them do. Maybe they start making cartoons and crazy comedy online. I don't know. That could be a hope. Mad Labs, peace and love, Mad Labs. Hope you're having a good one. Hope everybody out there is having a good one. Again, I like to have a sunset here. We don't have a sunset. It's cloudy. Maybe this will move by the time the sun actually sets. I don't think so though. I think we're going to end up having some cloud cover, and then maybe later on some snow. Later on tonight, for those of you that are going to be at home, uh, and you are looking for something to do, there are the Friday night lineup shows. Friday Live on Mr. Smith Video. It's going to be playing live drums along with music, originals and covers. The weekend warm up with Pole Vault and Sunshine Archer is at 10 Eastern Time tonight. And then from there, everybody heads over to Lori's Mishmash for the Friday night hang. It's a panel with a bunch of independent musicians and everything up there. Then at 2 a.m., the Parking Lot Warrior, it's Gary Hubbs bringing it with the music. And then at 3:15 a.m., the Leela-verse. Leela is there for the, it's just a midnight chill. It's a chill stream. The links to all of those are down in the description of this video. And they should be getting dropped by Nightbot as well. So please, if you're looking for something to do tonight, and these are all shows that end up having a good sized chat in them. There's always plenty going on there. And kind of the whole crowd goes from one to the next to the next. So they're definitely it's a good lineup to go with. If any of you out there have regularly scheduled, I want to put something together for Richard of Carver. I'd like to have him, because he does the nightly thing. I don't know if he schedules it though, so I may, along with doing these round out things, I'd like to have something to start putting Richard of Carver up and posting his. Those are great streams. He had, I think there were 50 people in there average most of the time I was hanging out. I hung out for quite some time. He does a great job on the covers. Does a great job. I don't know that I've heard any of the originals. I don't know that I've heard his originals yet, but I like everything else that I hear, so I'm sure they're good. I wanted to thank Treach. I need to get a link to that. I went to try to share it out, but it kept trying to share my thing out last night, and I think there was something wrong with YouTube. Treach had done a video, Treach and his son, where they added other guitar and added some percussion to Paint Me a Picture, the song that I did for Allie. And I love that. I thought that was great. That was, do you have a link to that, honey? You might be on your phone. I don't want to bother you if you're on your phone. If you were at the computer, but if you're at the phone, don't worry. Is it snowing? Has it started? Is that what's happening? It's going to. I know it's going to. It's supposed to once it gets cold enough. It's and it maybe, that might be nice if I get a snow stream, because I do like the way snow looks. It's terrible when you have to be out in it, when you have to commute and all that other stuff. But I have not worked in an office. I have not worked in an office in this century. Well, no. The first, I think it was probably about 2003 that I was done working in offices. So not quite 25 years. Not quite 25 years. But it's nice to work from home. Gary, peace of love, Gary, peace and love. I hope you were doing well. No, is it raining where you're at yet, Gary? I'm waiting for the rain. I'm waiting for it to turn to snow and see what we get going on tonight. But we are observing it anyway. Even though I can't see that sun, it's that time of day where I'm looking back on my day. I'm looking back on the activities that I did, looking back on the time that I spent, on what I spent it on, things along those lines, and judging whether or not I feel like I did myself a solid today. Was I good to myself? Did I take care of the things that I needed to? Do I feel motivated towards things? The answer is yes, because I'm afraid not to have it be yes. It's always got to be yes. That's what keeps my mental state where it is. Because just like everyone out here, anxiety, depression, problems, all those things enter all our lives. We all go through bouts of it. We all go through different things along those lines. And finding a good way to keep all that at bay. Identifying when it's happening, while it's happening, and taking those steps that you know you've got to. There was a night last month. It was about a month ago. It was a Saturday night, and I came back home. I'd seen family. I'd seen my mother for the first time in a couple of years. She had come to town, and I was very emotional about the whole thing. There were all these different things, all this conflict, and I got together with Allie, and I said to her, I said, you know, I need to play music. I need to sit here. I can mute. I don't have to leave the room, but I need to sit here, and I need to do something to get my head in a different headspace because thought process just wasn't where it needed to be. And that's one of the things I use music for. I use music for that. I use exercise for that. And if I can get into it, comedy. So these are all those mechanisms that I use. I look for the things that I'm passionate about that involve my brain and all that to battle them because I don't want to succumb to them. If I let them go too long, if I let the feeling go too long and I'm not actively doing something to battle it, it'll get the best of me. And then I'm down. And it just sucks for days. It can be no fun. Alice, cheers. Peace and love. Peace and love. Rat, round and round. You know, wasn't he related? One of the guys in Rat, I think they were related to Milton Berle. I'm fairly certain one of them. That's how they got Milton Berle for the video. Wasn't he in the video of one of their songs? Was it Round and Round? I can't remember. Rat. Rat, everybody. 80s at its finest. Rat. Oh, I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm looking forward to the weekend. The light is already kicking on. That's how bad this is. It's not that dark yet. Why would that light be kicking on? Round and round, what goes around comes around. I'm trying to think of any other Rat songs. I mean, I know other Rat songs. Giving yourself away. It's not hitting me. I don't know. Early MTV, those early years, when they actually, I didn't have MTV when that all happened. I didn't have, I Need a Woman. Well, you know, Oji-san, I'm going to assume that's a Rat song and not, you know, you're just out here trolling or something along those lines. Lay it down. Lay it down. Lay it down. Lay it down. Yes. Lay it down. I do know Lay It Down. Right now. Yeah. Brain just doesn't always work. Not all bands, all their work stuck in my head. There's a lot of stuff that, and I think to myself, what is it? What physics rules or what other math or what other information could be in my head instead of every rose has its thorn, instead of some of the other things that there's just so much up here that it's like, well, you know, I guess I can use that at some point in time, but I don't know. I'm laughing at Oji-san. The wife just side-eyed me. I enjoy that. We were doing our show last night. Allie and I were Azura and Steve. And I'd love to do a vertical live with Steve later on. Hello there, Susan. Mama 420 Redneck. Peace and love. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're looking forward to an awesome weekend. I hope you're looking forward to it. We were doing our comedy over on Allie's last night. And you know, Azura is very spirited. She had killed the pterodactyl, and the way she had done it was slicing its face just all up. And it was just, there's a lot of darkness to it, and Oji-san picks up on it. I see his comments while we're doing it. You better watch out, Steve. Yeah, a woman wielding a knife like that and all that. You know, by choice, she's just a little violent. We're going to be watching that over on her channel tonight at probably somewhere around, I believe, 10 o'clock, maybe 9:30. I don't know. We're going to be doing a Watch Us, Watch Us Zuras. So we'll be watching last night's show. Oh, man. Yeah. Winds. See, I'm hoping we don't have, although I've seen the winds coming in with some of these storm fronts. I was hoping for a nice sunset. But it's supposed to be raining already, but we're supposed to have snow. We're going to watch that show because it's improv, and I have to be honest. 9:30, I'm good with 9:30 if you want, if that's possible. That's kind of in the middle of stuff. It might be a good time. Let me play her ad. Real quick. This is always good.
This Valentine's Day, give your loved one the gift they will love forever. Alley Patches merch. Say love. Festina love. You could get Festina love. Allie and Wes, Lommel. All available on alleypatchesshop.fourthwall.com. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, that is Allie's most recent ad for her merch. The Say Love shirts all look good, I gotta say. And I want to say thank you out there, and hello to Falling Star tonight. You're just now taking down the Christmas decorations? I'm gonna give you a slow clap. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a slow clap for. Hey, it's the 16th. That's not that bad. It could be worse. It could be February. So no, that's awesome. Let me get a. Here we go. Yes. Thank you for the super chat. It was cool when you did that. Hey, thank you for the super chat. It helps to pay the bills. Yes. Yes, it does. I appreciate that. Thank you, Falling Star, tonight. I hope you are doing well. I see Michael Songs out there. Peace and love, Michael Songs. Michael Songs is going to be the special guest on tomorrow's Love, Art, and Music that we have at 8 o'clock in the evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Michael Songs and Maria. Hopefully Maria will be there with him. And, I mean, she's always there. So I'm giving her the option if she doesn't. I don't want her to feel obligated, but I know she's always there. So, you know, that's... And I want to say happy anniversary out there. 33 years today. That is happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Anybody know that reference? Anybody remember that? Anybody? Childhood? That song? Anybody? We'll see. But happy anniversary out there. Happy anniversary, 33 years. That is awesome. That is doing it. I hope everybody's feeling great. I love that. Love is in the air. That feeling is just the best. I am motivated every day by love. I gotta say, Allie she keeps me feeling so good about life, so excited about the future and everything that we've got going on. It is the spark that keeps me going. Just this, she is so amazing, and I am so in love with that woman. She's the smartest, funniest, everything. I can't believe it. I don't think we're having a sunset. You can see my outside lights already kicked on, but just in case, Kind of hoping maybe. Oh, damn, the side eye is back. Nice, nice. I like that. Everybody, tonight, Friday night, the Friday Live over on Mr. Smith. That's going to be drums and music at 8 p.m. Eastern. Everybody goes over to Pole Vaults and Sunshine Archers there for the weekend warm up at 10 p.m. Eastern. At midnight on Lori's Mishmash, it's a panel full of independent musicians on the Friday night hang, and then at 2 a.m. Gary Hubbs goes live, the Parking Lot Warrior. He's going to be bringing you music, and then at 3:15 a.m. is when the Leelaverse has the midnight chill. It's a night full of music, a night full of independent musicians getting together. All those chats. Mr. Smith will have 20-something people in there to 30-something people. All those people after his show, they end up heading over there to Pole Vaults. Pole Vault and Sunshine have been having some great shows lately. And then everybody goes from there over to Lori's Mishmash. She always has a good crowd in there. She's doing fantastic. Gary, those that are still hanging on at 2 a.m., he ends up having 20 or 30 showing up there. I'm not sure how many over at Leela's. I've only actually made it a couple of times because 3:15. If I'm still awake, I usually go live doing some sort of music live or something along those lines. Otherwise, my ass is asleep. But that is the Friday night lineup. You can see all the links. The Nightbot just dropped to all those shows. They are also, if you're watching this on the replay, you can see the chat once the video is processed, but the links are in the description of the video as well. So please make sure you're connected to all those channels. Make sure that you subscribe, do all that, show some support, share them out. Share them out. If you're a content creator, you know sharing is what brings in new people, along with Vertical Lives, as long as you're not me. Vertical Lives, they don't put my stuff out. But other people, Vertical Lives, will do a lot for you. I see just tons of people over there. Richard Carver, he's got great lives going on over there. And I've seen today when I was watching Stephen Blum, he's in that boot camp with me. He's in that YouTube boot camp for Vertical Lives, which for me is hilarious because he's just already got it going on. He would have hit, I'm sure he hit 10,000 during that stream. It was at like 9:30. When I left, it was at 970 something. And he had more time to go on it. I'm sure he hit 10,000 subs today. Just easily got the 70 or whatever he needed at that. No, I won't be doing a 5 p.m. show tomorrow. We're doing the Love, Art, and Music at 8. I may do another stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure what it'll be. I don't have, the only plans I have are the Love, Art, and Music at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to have Michael Songs as the special guest for that first hour. And then afterwards, I send invites out to other people. I need to send an email to Oji-san because I'd like to set up a date to have Oji-san be a guest on that so we can interview Oji-san and have his stuff up. I'm wanting to contact all the people that I invite to the show. Mike Molino, Valerie Bopp, Mr. Smith, Michael Songs is going to be this week. West Plays Music's already done it. It's some guy, I think Hoyt, I think he has to work on Saturdays. If there's one that he doesn't have to work, I'd love to have him on. I've even considered, for those that can't do it live, we could record the interview and play the interview during the show. We'd still be doing a live show, but we could, for anybody that can't make it on Saturdays. If you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you're a creative content person, if you have crafts, if you have something that you make, that you present to others, if you're doing something along those lines, I would like you to contact me and see about being on the show. I like creative people. It motivates me. I want everybody out there to be as friggin' creative as they can, because it's the best way to live. It really is the best way to live. It's what we're all created for. But I love having those around, and I would love to have the show be that inspiring, so that during that first hour, we're actually hearing from someone about why they're doing it, their passion for it, their love for it, as opposed to just, hey, how about another song? We do that the second half of the show. But that first half, I like that it feels like it has inspiration involved, because there's someone there that is passionate about what they're doing and presenting it to everybody. So I'm hoping to have that would be great. That would be great, Oji-san. I'd love to do that. I would love to do something along those lines. Have you on there? There's some other artists I'd like to involve. I'd like to. I don't want it to just be. I like that we get submissions from people, but I would like to also feature and highlight some of those people, have them on the program, have those interviews there, a light interview just to focus on the one person. And then when everybody else shows up, we do our thing. Try to give it a little bit of organization. I love doing that show. I love doing Love, Art, and Music. It's the whole reason for a Saturday night show is so I could hang out with Allie. Before everything else, her family. I knew her family on Sundays. They were gonna. I did Burn One for the Bills. I did the Puff Rally, and that was totally. I haven't watched football since late '80s, since Walter Payton retired. I have not watched a game since Walter Payton retired. I've watched some highlight plays, but maybe under a dozen in that long of a time, and I needed something to be able to hang out with her, and it felt like something that her family could get behind too, because they're all Bills fan, and so it was like, hey, let's do Burn One for the Bills. Let's see how many people enjoy this, and then the season ended, and we needed something to fill that spot, and that was when we came out with Love, Art, and Music. I'm just loving it. Specials. Oh man, I all I want to do is just hype other people. I love playing music, but I know where my level is. I know where my level is. I like having people that are better than me on the show. It's a lot of fun having people better than me on the show. That's just great. Brian, cheers. Uh, and if I can hype and send other people, I get motivated by people like you, Oji-san. I get motivated by creators. I get motivated by people that are pursuing their passions. Even even that ugly ass Jack White. I got, I love that. Hey, look how he's out there telling people to find your passion and share it with the world. Do your thing. I thought that was great, and those things motivate me, and I like sharing that because it allows me to be around. It allows me to hang out with cool people. It allows me to hang out with people that are doing something, that are trying something, that are really, and that keeps me going. So it's as much about my own mental health as anything else. Yes, it does. It does come across as for others. There is that altruistic. Is that the word? There is that nature to it. But in all honesty, it's because how I feel when I do it. It's because of how it makes me feel, how it allows me to feel like I'm doing something for somebody, trying to raise that positivity level out there. Because otherwise, I mean, we've all heard me play, so it's not as though that's the path to success. We've all now the cartoons. We need to get somebody at HBO to watch Azura's podcast, and we need them to offer us a show. And the show we need to bring is probably Big Boot and Blockhead, but there's another one, Desi and Lexi, that we might do as well. So We've got a couple. You got a knitting? You gonna do a knitting show? Hey, I am all for that, man. I am all for that. Do the knitting show. That's what we need. I want to see it. I want to see it. I'll even sit there and try to learn. I will try to learn. I love doing things like that. I was hoping that I would be all the time going, look at this sun. Doesn't this look nice? I'm afraid it's a winter day. It's a winter day. But you can see the grass out here. I don't have any. There's no snow on the ground. We'll get some snow tonight. It'll melt off by tomorrow. We've got cold weather coming in a couple of days, but then it's going to be back up. It'll hit the 50s, I think, for a high later on in the week. So it's not bad. I wish HBO needs to be. I think that's the network for us. I think that's the network that gives you enough latitude to where we can, number one, use the language that we always do, and do some of the jokes that we do, because it's a little harsh. But I watch Smiling Friends and some of the other things, and HBO carries all of that Adult Swim stuff. They've got their own that they've invested in and things. I would love to have something along those lines. I got to give all that credit to Allie for that. We did that show last night, and I had mentioned, well, Terry's dead. Maybe he had a funeral. Maybe he did this. She, if you listen to that eulogy that Zura gave, there's a joke in every line. There is a joke in everything that's being said through there. I had to mute. I'm just laughing at all that's going on over there, and that was probably the only pre. She knew that was coming. She had recorded that, but the rest of the show is literally just improv, and I have never worked with anybody that's just so freaking there to take whatever improv and just go with it and be as crazy as possible. I love working with her. Absolutely love working with her. Croaking with Wes. Oh man, drinking and smoking. See, I need to. I stopped doing. I'm actually thinking about changing. You notice I haven't during this show. You notice I haven't. And I'm the on-screen stuff. I want to make this as universal as I can. I'd like to have some late night stuff and things like that that could be a little more blue, but I just we're still figuring it all out. Still figuring it all out. Oh, and there's that light. See, the sun would be going down right about here. Where that light is where the sun actually comes down. But we're not going to see it today. But it has been a good day. It has been a good day. I have put the time in on the things that I need to do. Notice his picture there with the flowers around it, Oji-san. It was, she made that. I didn't notice at first the face being all mangled the way it was in the coffin until she drew attention to it that she had sliced him up in the face, which wasn't easy because she failed the first time and then he didn't trust her. She had Azura is the craziest character. Steve is just offensive. Steve's just gonna say whatever, you know. It's a combination of it's kind of Al Bundy. There's a lot of what would Al Bundy say at this point, and then just take it to a deranged state, you know, where it's even worse. But that kind of attitude is I like that with Steve. Steve's a fun character. Steve is not our artwork. Steve is a character. Anybody out there, if you get character animator, Adobe Character Animator, you can make Steve. You can make Mark. Mark is an Adobe character, free to use in commercial projects and everything else. But those aliens, Mark, Karen, Oh, Karen is another one of those that is always that way. Karen is another, and Owen. Owen, the chronic masturbator. He's another one of those Adobe characters. Adobe is another company that will probably never hire me. I'd written, I'd like to do the ad for it. I wrote a little jingle based off of Do Re Mi. Adobe, a female bee. Creative Cloud is what they've got. All the tools I need to make a cartoon about an alien smoking pot. So I animate the show, then upload it to the web. No one watches my damn show, so I get high and start again. Adobe, a female bee. Adobe Creative Cloud, everything you need. You know, some BS along that line or something like that. But no, Adobe's not going to be a sponsor, and neither will Maxwell House. I put out yesterday's Maxwell where I mentioned I wrote Maxwell House in it. So if they've got an intern or they've got somebody whose job it is to review all the different things where people mention Maxwell House and the text or the title, yeah, I put a short so they didn't have to look far. Where I called it, I talk about how I called it swill and commoners or coffee of the commoners, things along those lines. Not the best, not my best time, not my best move. And it's obviously not getting put out there either. It's another one of those where they don't bother to put the short out. But anyway, I don't know. It's going okay, I guess. Tonight, everybody, I want to do some more hyping. Hey, Treaches out there, peace and love. I love that. I love that video. I love that video, that song where you and your son had added the percussion and another guitar part to the to Paint Me a Picture, the song that I did for Allie. That was so awesome. I want to. You had another song that like 5 or 6 hours ago you uploaded, the groove. You've got a wrench. Why don't you drop that groove if you wanna drop a link to the latest song that you put out there, Treach. Let people have a link where they can go over and see something that you've got, and you don't have to share the one with me on it. Share the one that you put out earlier today. That would be awesome, because you've got a wrench now, so you can post links to your videos and things along those lines. I'm cool with that. Anybody out there who is a content creator, if you want to connect to other content creators, hashtag awesome, AWESOME, will get Nightbot to drop your link. If you are someone out here who does have a wrench, you are welcome to drop a link to one of your videos. Promote yourself, let people know what you're doing, because you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome out there. I love that. Brian has dropped his link. Brian Sports Entertainment has dropped his link with hashtag awesome. If you're not connected to Brian, go over and take a look at what Brian's got going on and get connected to Brian. Hashtag awesome. Yeah, I know. You just got to write it out. Wes Plays Music. He's just writing it out there. Wes Plays Music. I think you all need to be connected to Wes Plays Music. You taking the weekend off? He had said he was probably taking the weekend off. Normally on Saturdays, he'll do at least a 6-hour stream. It's going to start at 11 when he does that. He may take this weekend off, though. If you have not heard Wes Plays Music play, if you have not listened to his all original, all the songs are original. And these aren't backing tracks. He wrote all this. He wrote all this and is putting all this together. And you'll watch him actually do the creating. You can watch him actually record and all that on those live streams. Really fantastic composer. There is a link out there. This is a link to a video over on Treaches. head over there. Make sure you get connected over there. When you connect to another channel, you got to watch a video. You've got to watch at least a couple minutes of a video and click on the like, leave a comment so the person knows that you got connected. And if you engage like that when you subscribe, wee woo. Is Pole Vault here? Pole Vault's probably not here. We had it live wee woo. If you connect like that, YouTube won't take the subscription away. If you just go over to the channel and click subscribe and you're not watching anything, YouTube will yank that. And they'll say it doesn't actually count. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had a really big day last Saturday. And he's talking about doing some really long stream next time he does. Just a really long stream. Tomorrow night, I want to mention again, Michael Songs. Hashtag #AllSum. Thank you, Michael Songs. This is a link to Michael Songs' channel. Michael Songs is going to be the guest on Love, Art, and Music tomorrow night. We'll be asking him questions and having him play. The second half, we'll have other musicians come up. But then on Sunday, he has his live, the Sunday set live at noon Eastern time. I always share that out on my community tab. Make sure you're connected to Michael Songs. All original music, just fantastic vibe. Everything is good. And speaking of everything is good, everybody, look at this.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
beautiful.
Kitty.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I noticed there wasn't enough like pink and orange in your shot, so I thought I'd come up for a little bit.
Thank you. It's all blue. With this, and you have brought the color. I enjoy this. Everybody, this is Allie, love of my life, my comedic partner, the best comedic partner I've ever freaking had. So good. She's so much better than I am. There's no way. Everybody out there, is there already a pool? I should ask. Is there already a pool as to when she dumps my ass? Is there?
God.
I know. I want to know. I want to know what the bets are on. You know, what are you thinking? Well, let's see. Because people bet on everything now.
They
People
do.
bet on everything.
I see betting apps advertised all the time, everywhere.
You can create what it is you want to bet on, and if people out there will bet, they'll do it. And I love that. They've just
I
5
saw
to 1
somebody
against.
win $36,000 over Angry Birds, that game. Angry Birds. People were betting in their chat whether or not they would beat the level, and they beat the level, and they won like 36 grand.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think I could do that with the extreme Sudoku?
Maybe.
You think, no, I
There
don't
might
think so.
there might be a market for it.
I never get. They don't put my lives out. They don't put my vertical lives out. I don't end up with a lot of people watching. It ends up being, oh, why are we even doing this? Some days they don't even put it out at all. But I'm trying to get it better. It is slowly happening. What time are we doing that thing over on your channel tonight?
9:30. I will go and schedule it in a moment.
9:30 tonight. We're going to be over at Allie's channel. We're going to be watching what we did last night, and it's not because we want to reuse the stuff. It's because we don't know what we do. It's improv comedy. So we come in and we watch it the night after to see, was it funny? I laughed a lot, but was it funny? And so far, it's always funny. So far, it always feels. It'll actually, I've never had the opposite. I've never had it to where I've watched it afterwards and been disappointed on it or Live High or Die. The two comedies we do over there. The next day, I might feel after a show, oh, that wasn't enough. That show didn't feel like enough. It didn't have. But then we watch it the next day, and it's just funny. It just is funny. So I like that. I kind of like that.
I've really enjoyed rewatching the shows. There's something about being in the moment, and then when you finally do see it again, it's just mind blowing. Just
Yeah.
because I don't remember anything that I said, like you said.
You never have the same feeling when you watch it. It always feels new. You may remember some of the things that might have been said, and it makes you laugh because you think, "Oh yeah, we talked about this." But hearing it said, hearing the actual show, does so much for me. Does absolutely so much for me. Speaking of shows, I want to mention again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Mr. Smith, live drums and music over there. At 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Pole Vaults, along with Sunshine Archer, the weekend warm up is going to be happening. Then at midnight, the Friday night hang on Lori's Mishmash. It's where all these people get up on panel, these independent musicians and so forth. And then at 2 a.m., Gary Hubbs, the parking lot warrior, he's there bringing the music for an hour. He's bringing it all the time. And then Midnight Chill, the Leelaverse at 3:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Those are the shows that are going on this evening. Please, if you would, take the time to connect to these. They're all listed in the description of this video. Plus, they're getting dropped by Nightbot out there in the chat. So you've got some alternative methods to finding the information, if you know what I mean. What are your plans for this evening?
I plan on watching the lineup and also doing our show at 9:30. The Watch Us Watch Azuras, which I am so looking forward to.
What do you think about Michael Song's going to be the
Oh,
going to
that's
be
going to be
the
awesome.
yeah, isn't that awesome?
That is
That's
going to
going to
be
be
so
awesome.
great.
So good, so great.
We should
That
get.
is tomorrow night.
We should see if OG San's available next Saturday, and see if he wants to do a be the featured artist. OG San here.
If that works, I hadn't contacted anyone yet. My thoughts for the next one were OG San or Emotion New Soul. Those are the
Ooh,
two that I'd like to have if they're available for the next 2 weeks.
yeah.
So
I
if
can
OG
sure do
San,
that.
if you can do it, you'll be next week. Then I'll make next week that the 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday. That's you're Central, right? So it's 7 o'clock your time. If that works,
That
we'll
would
do
be
that,
so awesome.
and I'll hit Emotion New Soul about being the end of the month. The 31st, I think, is the week after that. But we're gonna be having guests. If any of you out there are musicians, artists, if you create something with what you're doing out here and you have a channel and you'd like to be on the show, get interviewed during that first hour, please write to me at richnewdesign@gmail.com, and we'll make that happen. Because we just want to make sure that we are bringing it with the enjoyment and the good time for everybody out there. You look
Oh,
good today.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I've had a good day. West Plays Music says I'll have to work on my Michael Songs covers. Wouldn't that be crazy to hear a metal version of the line?
The line, that's what I was going to say.
Well,
Well,
there's a
there's a
line
line
that you
that
can't
you can't
cross.
cross. Yeah, it's just got that energy. That's my favorite. I
I
There's a
also
number
really
of them
love
that I really
I
like
love dissolving. That's part of the reason why I use it in those commercials with Michael songs, which
because
uh
of you. Yep, that's a Michael Songs Sunday Set Crew sweatshirt. There's zip up hoodie. Is it a zip up hoodie? Is that what it is?
yep.
Merch is available at Michael Songs, and they usually end up having a drawing for somebody to win some merch at the end of their shows on Sundays. So be there on Sunday. Throw a tip in the hat, and you might win
You
yourself a
too
shirt.
could win a hoodie or a
You
shirt,
too could win a hoodie or a shirt. It's the
depending on
way.
what they're giving away. One day, I bet they're going to be giving away those pancake pants.
Pancake pants. I think they didn't they? I thought
Didn't
they
they?
did.
I feel
I
like they
thought there
did.
was a
You're
day.
right.
I feel like there was a day that Pancake Pants
You're
got
totally
got.
right.
I I can't. I'm old. I forget things every now and then.
That's all right. I'm a stoner.
Signed
So
autograph Mark stickers, please. Hey,
we can do that.
I had told her. I think I said last night. Signing, doing a, something, signing something,
Yeah.
and having that be. I like those ideas. I like those ideas.
A drawing of Steve and Azura and Mark and all of the peeps in our Live Higher Die show.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, that would be great.
I really had hoped. I really had hoped. Let me get to
Let me go
this.
small. Yay!
I'll bring you over here. I'll bring you over here. I really hoped we would have some sort of
Put me where the sun would be, and I'll just pretend.
I think right there.
Oh, look at the sun! Look at me!
Look
I'm
at the
the
sun,
sun.
everybody. Look at the sun.
I
Look at the
beam
sun.
down on you. I give you life.
This is foolish. This is crazy. This is
It's
crazy,
crazy.
and foolish.
It's
We're crazy
crazy.
and foolish here. It's what we do. Tonight, she and I are going to be watching ourselves do the comedy. We're going to be watching the Watch Us Watch Azuras at 9:30 over on her channel. I'll be sharing that out. It's Allie Algie Allie ALGAEALLIEG. That's the at. That's how you get there. Her merch
That's
is
me.
also listed in the description of this video if anybody needed to check out any of her merch. And speaking of her merch,
This Valentine's Day, give your loved one the gift they will love forever. Allie Patches merch. Allie Patches merch. Say love. Festina love. You could get Festina love. Allie and Wes, Lommel. All available on alliepatchesshop.fourthwall.com. Happy Valentine's Day.
I don't know. Everybody, that was her latest commercial with Mark, unapologetically Mark, one of her characters that she actually is making episode 2. How's episode 2 coming along, dear?
It's going great. And Maria just popped in the chat. Hi, Maria, to say that they're giving away pancake pants on Sunday, February 15th for International Pancake Day, February 17th. Oh, that's awesome. That's right around our birthdays.
Our birthdays are next month.
Yep.
Birthdays are next month. I am, I'd like to not observe mine, but
That's fine.
hers is so close that, no, she's cool with leaving me out of it too. So she's got no problem. It'll all work out fine. We can just let mine slide by without mentioning it. It'll all be good. It'll all
Who knows? Maybe there will be a surprise that happens on that day.
No, there won't. You see, it's going to be this, and it's like, no, I know you're not. There's not going to be a surprise. I'm not seeing it. We don't have a sunset today because we've got clouds and rain. It has not rained yet. I probably could have, but it wouldn't have looked any better. The other, if I had put the camera out in the yard or anything along those lines. Oh man. Now the cat's out of the bag now.
He
Cat's
knows.
out of the bag. He knows. Crazy. Did you see the live wee woo that we had earlier? There was a live wee woo.
It was booking it. It went so fast.
And I wish that Pole Vault were here to see it. But Pole Vault is busy right now. It's a Friday, and he's bound to be getting stuff ready for the weekend warm-up. Oh, let me cough. Well, you wanna talk about these shows while I cough? Or I don't want to put you in this. All right.
Yeah, so Mr. Smith, he does a live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and he plays the drums. He kicks ass. He's awesome. And then we've got the weekend warm-up, Pole Vault, Dead Pole Vault. him and Sunshine Archer do a weekend warm up where they get together and do music and hang out. And then there's the Friday night hang with Lori's Mishmash over at at midnight, blah. And they all hang out. No, don't do that. And then the Gary Hubbs, he goes at 2 a.m. He does the Parking Lot Warrior, and he plays metal, and he's fucking awesome. He's a great dude. And then we got Leela. Leela does a live at 3:15. She is awesome. It's the last stop of the Friday night train, so everybody make sure you get connected to all of those channels and check them out. You're muted. Still, my love.
You know, maybe that was on purpose, because the things I was going to say were they were inappropriate, having to do with a train and
Oh,
things
boy.
along those lines. No, I'm not going to do that. So we have no sunset. But we are still observed the end of the day. Do you feel like you did things towards your passions? And
I did do things. Yeah. Oh, and at 9:30 we have the Watch Us Watch Azura's podcast from last night, which was so funny.
Watch Azura's. That's what we're going to be doing. We've got that going on tonight. The links to all those other shows, the Friday night lineup, are in the description of this video. They've been getting dropped out there, but there are places for people to go to do all that stuff. Yeah, exactly, Treach. Well, and then the sad. No, I won't. I'm in joke mode still.
Don't do it.
I won't. I'm sorry. I'll be good. Let me go ahead and get back up big. There we go. Everybody, this is Friday. Have yourself a great weekend. Do things that make you feel good about you. Create something. Be expressive. Be true to what your passions are. And life is a lot more worth living when you do. We will see you tomorrow night. Maybe we'll see you tonight over at Allie's at 9:30. But whatever it is, you guys have yourself a fantastic weekend. We'll check you out later.
Shame.
It's over now. The Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now. Go and find something else to do. Thank you for watching Coffee with Wes. Be sure to click that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to make sure you're here when Wes goes live. It's over now. Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now. Go and find something else to do. Just go and find something else to do. It's over. Go home.